Most people think being present is some sort of spiritual accessory. A nice add-on if you've got the time, like learning French or finally alphabetizing the spice rack. But here's the thing, if you're not present, you're actually leaking energy all day, and not in some mystical unicorn dust way. I mean, literally draining the fuel you need to do your job well, enjoy your relationships, and actually feel good in your own skin. Let's talk energy for a second. Imagine you've got a finite battery for the day. That battery powers everything. Work, conversations, decisions, the school run, even figuring out what's for dinner. When you're not present, you're spending half your battery running mental simulations, worrying about tomorrow's meeting, or planning things that will never happen. None of that is producing results in the real world, but it is chewing through your power like a phone stuck on 3% with Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and a flashlight all running. Now picture this. It's 3 p.m. at work and you've still got a client call, 2 emails marked urgent, and a report to finish. If your brain's been whirring in the background all day with what ifs and should haves, you'll hit that slump like a brick wall. But if you've maintained presence throughout the day, you'll have a surprising amount of juice left. That's not magic, that's physics. Your mind's been in low power mode because you haven't been feeding it pointless thought loops. And it's not just work. Let's look at life outside the office. Ever got home to your partner or kids and realized you're there physically, but mentally you're still at your desk rereading that one slightly snippy email? You miss the funny story your kid's telling. You nod at your partner's news, but don't actually hear it. Then you feel guilty for being distracted. And the guilt, of course, becomes another thought spiral. That's the thing about overthinking. It's never content with one course. It's the all-you-can-eat buffet of mental noise. And leisure, same deal. You've planned a weekend away, you've paid for the hotel, blocked out the time, even set an out-of-office email, but your brain hasn't got the memo. You're sitting by a beautiful lake, and instead of noticing the sunlight on the water, you're thinking about whether you locked the back door, how much the petrol cost, and the meeting waiting for you Monday morning. That's not a holiday. That's changing location while taking all your mental baggage with you. Here's the kicker. Overthinking doesn't just waste energy, it creates its own problems. Let's say you've got a presentation next week. You start thinking about it now. You picture it going badly. That imagined scenario makes you anxious. Anxiety tightens your chest and speeds up your breathing. Your body reads that as danger and dumps stress hormones into your system. Now, your sleep is lighter, you're more irritable, and because you're tired, you're less prepared for the actual presentation. Congratulations, you've just created the thing you were trying to avoid. Presence cuts that chain reaction. When you're here for what's in front of you, you're not constantly firing up your stress response, so you save that physical energy for things you actually want to do. And think about the ripple effects when you've got more energy. At work, you're sharper, so you spot solutions faster. That tricky conversation with a colleague goes smoother because you're not half-fried before it even starts. If you're unemployed, that extra energy will allow you to see opportunities that your overworked brain would have missed. At home, you've got the patience to listen properly, and you're more likely to actually want to do things together instead of zoning out in front of the TV. In your free time, you've got the bandwidth to enjoy a hobby, see friends, maybe even try something new instead of just recovering from the week. We tend to wait for big life events to shock us into this. A health scare, a sudden loss, a wake-up call that says, hey, this is it. This is your life. But you don't have to wait for that. You can choose to be here for the moments you've already got. And you might be surprised at how much better everything works when you stop letting your mind siphon off your energy into things that aren't relevant. So, no, being present won't make you wake up tomorrow with a six-pack or a winning lottery ticket, but it will give you back the energy you've been unknowingly bleeding away. It will make work feel less like a marathon you didn't train for, make your relationships richer, and turn time off into something that actually restores you. And when you think about it, that's worth a lot more than just a perk. That's the difference between living your life and sleepwalking through it.